Hi guys, Thomas is back here today with another video. Today I'm going to speak about the Edexcel accounting O-level syllabus. So in this video, I will be teaching you the entire syllabus contents because most of the students are requesting when they join for Edexcel O-levels, they do not know what are the contents and how do they need to get ready for their exams when they're studying, especially Edexcel syllabus commerce stream. So in this video, watch the entire video, what contents you need to get ready before you start studying or before you go to classes. Always you need to have an idea. These are the contents the lecturers need to finish. Having an awareness about the content is a must when you are starting exams in Edexcel or Cambridge, whatever the platforms, if it is a London curriculum. So with that understanding, we are going to move on to the content which we want to speak today. You can see here, this book you can download it in the website which in the description you can click the website and download that. So we'll move on to the contents and what you need to know if you are going to go to a class in accounting. There are a few chapters. Now first of all, I'll explain you how many chapters are there in the syllabus. There are exactly 20 chapters you need to know if you are getting ready for exams in Excel O level. And starting with the first one, you need to know what is accounting environment. You have types of business. And that you need have the basic things like who is a sole trader, partners, private sector organization, and public sector organization. The same part from the chapter one, you have use of technology in accounting. How do you use technology? What are the ways you use the technologies? And what softwares you use in accounting and how it works in accounting. Professional ethics and introduction to accounting, the principles of professional ethics, accounting rules and functions, public interest, introduction to accounting concepts. Now, what you need to understand the first content of this chapter, these are like the theory areas and highly tested in your theory parts of your exams. So moving on to the second part, actually in even in unit 2, you don't start accounting, you will know the basic how do you understand these type of concepts. They are teaching all the concepts in the first few chapters on accounting. Until chapter 6, the accounting is not that hard, so you can easily learn it. From chapter 7, the accounting becomes very tough in this content. So now moving on to the point, introduction to bookkeeping is a unit 2, and they have business documentation. These are chapters. Under unit 1 they have 3 chapters, under unit 2 they have 3 chapters. So business documentation, introduction to business documentation, what is a purchase order, invoice, credit note, statement of account. And also you can see here they have given remittance advice and receipts. And then chapter number 5 is about books of original entry. How do we record, where do we record the basic transactions, and what are the ways we need to do accounting. The basic accounting starts in the chapter number 5 of this textbook. So we can see here books of original entry, the ledgers, classification of accounts, purchase invoices, cash and credit revenue, purchase returns, sales return and credit notes, and sales return returns inwards. Then they are given cash discount, bank orders and cash book, journal, writing of journal entries. So now here a bit serious in chapter number 5, the journal and writing of journal entries. You should be very careful when you're learning those areas. Ledger accounting and double entry bookkeeping. This way, how do you record the ledgers and what type of double entry system works? How do we open up a T account? How do you record these transactions are explained in chapter number 6. Then if you are a student who is learning chapter 6, I will always explain you when you are don't jump to chapter 7 after learning chapter 6, because you will not understand anything in chapter 7 if you do not know the basic of accounting. So how do we come to that point? Under unit 3 you can do the trial balance, then you can do correction of errors, the errors which will affect the trial balance and which will not affect the trial balance. Then control accounts. After having a good knowledge you can come back. If not, even after doing bank reconciliation, you need for this is where financial statements are made. So you might be thinking, what is financial statement? The business will be recording the basic transaction in one particular statement. So that is what we say financial statement. So once you do that, it's better you come back to depreciation, which is chapter 7, and start studying. So in chapter 12, you learn capital and revenue expenditure. In chapter 13, concepts of accounting. Chapter 14, financial statement of a sole trader. Chapter 15, other receivables and payables. Now, this is a very tough area. Many students fail the exams because of this other payables and receivables if they don't understand. So as a student, you should be very careful when you're learning this particular chapter. When I say it's important, you should always consider it is very important. 16 is irrecoverable debts. Then incomplete record, very important area. The calculation of interpretation of account ratios, again a very important area. Almost a 20 marks sum will be tested on the exams. And partnership, of course, an important area, and manufacturing. So this is the entire syllabus of the accounting O levels at Excel. So now, if you all have understood the contents, when you all are getting ready for the exams, always know the contents. Without knowing the contents, please do not get ready for the exam. So this is just an introduction about what contents will be tested in your exams. And if you know these contents, you will not be mistaken. And when you go to a class, always refer this video, because this will be helpful for you when you are getting ready study for the exams, or when you are going for a class. If teachers are not giving you a syllabus plan, how they're going to cover the syllabus, then of course they are actually cheating. So most of the students doesn't know that when they go for a class, how do we follow the syllabus. So please get the syllabus plan from your teachers. Then of course follow through these guides and see how many contents they are finishing on every class. Then on the next video, I'll be explaining how economics syllabus and the business studies syllabus will look like. Thank you guys. See you on another video. Have a nice day.